This granola was given away at the end of every meal in one of the world's most famous restaurants. Why? Well, I'll tell you the story as we're cooking the granola, but first, I'm going to show you exactly how to make it and tell you why it's probably the best granola recipe in the world. So first off, we're going to put a pan on the heat. The pan needs to be big enough to heat up the liquid, and then we're going to add the dry ingredients. So you want quite a deep pan, and into that pan, we're going to put 80 grams of maple syrup, followed by 80 grams of olive oil. Now we get this olive oil given to us at festivals that we do across the UK. You can go over and check our Instagram account, Dishy Dads, and we do on-stage demonstrations sponsored by these guys at Espanola Olive Oil. So into the pan, we've got 80 grams of maple syrup, and now it goes 80 grams of olive oil. And now into that goes our 100 grams of soft brown sugar. I've got dark brown sugar here, but you can use light brown if you want to. This recipe comes from 11 Madison Park in America, in New York, and it was ranked #1 in the top 50 best restaurants in the whole entire world. So I recently finished the book Unreasonable Hospitality, and it was written by the manager of 11 Madison Park, who got it from a French bistro to the #1 restaurant in the world. And at the end of every meal, they gave a glass of their homemade granola away. And as soon as I read that, I needed to give it a try to see how good it was. The customers raved about it almost as much as the meal, so we're going to give it a try today and see how good it is. Why did they do it? Well, I'll tell you that in just a second, but first our olive oil and our brown sugar and our maple syrup is starting to come to the boil, so we want to stir that around and we want to dissolve the sugar into that liquid, into that fat. So we're stirring that around so the sugar starts to dissolve. So what's 11 Madison Park done here differently that you normally do in a granola? So I've been cooking brunch for years and years, and normally a granola would be butter, golden syrup, and sugar. So they replaced the butter with extra virgin olive oil, which I think is going to give it a real nice shine as it roasts, and you've got that really rich, elegant flavour of olive oil rather than butter. Okay, so now the sugar has dissolved, we're going to put the dry ingredients into the pan. So as you can see, all the sugar and the fats have come together nicely. The sugar's heating up. Into that we go 250 grams of porridge oats. At this stage you can turn the heat off. It's done its job. The sugar's already softened. So now the heat is off. We put the rest of the porridge oats in, so 250 grams of porridge oats in total. Now into that goes coconut shavings, dried coconut shavings, unsweetened. Carefully stir it around. We just want to coat those oats in that sugar and olive oil liquid. Into that, 135 grams of de-shelled pistachios. Oh, look at those little buggers trying to escape the granola. All in. And also 45 grams of pumpkin seeds. And now we're going to stir that just to coat all those oats and all those dry ingredients. Now at this stage, you want the oven preheated to 150°C. Going to go low and slow on this to dry it out nice and slowly. Caramelize it gently. If you go too high, it's got such a high sugar content, it's going to burn a granola. So we're going in at 150°C for about 30 minutes. And then every 10 minutes, we'll just go over, move the oats around just to make sure it's all colouring at exactly the same consistency. So as we stir these oats, let me tell you what 11 Madison Park did. 11 Madison Park was the #1 ranked restaurant in the world, and they believed in unreasonable hospitality. That meant they wanted their hospitality to match the quality of their food that you're receiving in the restaurant, to go above and beyond. So normally when you left the restaurant, your experience finished. But they believed if they gave you this recipe, this granola, as you left the restaurant, you could go home, wake up the following morning and continue your 11 Madison Park experience at home over breakfast. Decent thing to do, and truly unreasonable hospitality above and beyond. So I can't wait to get this in the oven and give it a try. If I ever seem out of breath making these videos, it's because all the equipment's downstairs and I have to run up 2 flights of stairs to get back to the kitchen. Oof. Nearly forgot one of the ingredients. This one's one of the weird ones, and I think for the UK we're going to make it a little bit less than the American version. It's 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. Now this is quite high for a granola. It's going to make it quite salty, which I imagine is going to give it a real Moorish finish at the end and counteract that sweetness from the brown sugar and from the maple syrup. So luckily I remembered, pop that straight in and just mix that in just so it's mixed all around. When you make this, put the salt in as you put the brown sugar in. but it won't matter. It's in there now. Okay, now for this, we're going to use 2 trays. We want to spread the granola out nice and thin. So as it goes into the oven, it's basically drying out. It's going crispy, it's roasted. If you stacked it up too high onto one tray, those oats are going to steam underneath and you're going to get massive, soggy, clumpy bits. So 2 trays, we're going to spread it out nice and thin, just like this. So we're going to put half onto this tray, half onto this tray. You can see the pistachios give it a real nice green color. Right, so let's spread it out nice and thin like this, so it's not all clumpy. A few little clumpy bits is okay because it gives you a little bit of texture, but generally we want to have plenty of space for it to roast in the oven. Watch your fingers, a little bit hot. Okay, now this is going to go in the oven, 150 for about half an hour. We're going to check it every 5-10 minutes, make sure it's not going too brown. Stir it around, make sure it's getting nice and crispy. And here we go, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for a beautiful golden brown coloured granola. Nice and crispy. Hey, I dropped a bit. Nice and crispy, nice colour, nice golden brown, nice and shiny. Smells delicious. Now, we need to leave this cool for about half an hour. And then there's one more ingredient, the secret ingredient that's going to give it another level. Give it a cheeky little try. That salt is really working. It makes it really nice and moreish, really works the maple syrup and the brown sugar and gives it a real kind of like, I want to dive back in for some more. You know when you go to a bar and you have like nuts on the bar? Kind of that kind of vibe where you keep going in for more and more. Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. But granola. Okay, the secret last ingredient in their recipe list was semi-dried sour cherries. I can really see this working together. The sweetness from the maple syrup and the sugar, the saltiness to give it that moriness, all those roasted nut flavors in there to give it a real nice robust roundness, and now the sour cherries are going in to give you that sourness, that fruitiness. This is going to be a good granola, and I can see why it comes from the #1 restaurant in the world. Right, let's add those cherries. We put them in now at the end, because if you put them in at the beginning with the oven, they're just going to burn in the oven. You're going to have that, you know when you put sultanas on top of like a pudding or something and you put it in the oven and they go all black and kind of bitter? That's why the cherries are going onto the granola when it's cold. Give that a little stir around. It's gone nice and crunchy. As it goes cold, it's going to set. If you want to, you can break it up as it's kind of cooling down, or you can break it up all at the end. Those cherries are going in, mixing that all around, and it looks delicious. Let's plate it up and have a look. If you haven't seen the channel before, we opened up a coffee shop called Cavi downstairs underneath the cookery school, and last year and this year got into the top 100 best coffee shops in the UK, and we're now entered into the top 100 European coffee shops, so fingers crossed. Downstairs we serve the granola deconstructed so you can build it yourself, but today we're going to build it up in this glass so you can see the layers and see how the flavours work together. So, 1 glass, we put 2 or 3 tablespoons of beautiful Greek yogurt mixed with 1 scraped vanilla pod. Now in the UK it's a season for strawberries, so we take these beautiful New Forest strawberries and poach them in vanilla. Then something a little bit different. Then, do you know bubble tea? In bubble tea you get those fruity bubbles that go in the bottom and you suck them up the straw. Well, we get those but strawberry flavour, because when you crunch a granola we want that fruity pop to go in there as well. Fruit strawberry bubbles go in next, and they come in their own strawberry flavoured liquid, and they give you a delicious pop as you eat the granola. And now on top of that goes our 11 Madison Park granola. Some of those delicious sour cherries. Want loads of crunch. And there we have the #1 best granola recipe in the world from the #1 best restaurant in the world, 11 Madison Park. Combined with a bit of Cavi magic, let's give it a try. It's going to be messy. So good. The vanilla yogurt, the fresh strawberries, the pop from those little strawberry balls, topped with that salty umami granola. Absolutely delicious. Come down to Cavi, give it a try. I'll see you in the next video. And stay tasty. Oh, so good. I need a bigger glass though. Someone's got some cleaning up to do. Stay tasty.